position. He already has 9/10 of a second decreased. So let's have a look at the gap between the top 3 and 4 for more than 1 second, 1.2 seconds almost between Garcia and Dalakian. Elouane Bien-Aimé in 5th place, 6th place for Marc Granada Ferrero. And watch out for the move, it's not happening in the chicane. And they're quite careful into turn number 4, the outside of the chicane. Try very much careful not to clip too much the curb, because those inside curbs are very, very aggressive indeed. And especially in the last chicane, those 2 chicanes actually, if you jump on them just way too much, you might actually lose quite a bit of momentum. And it's not ideal for the tires and the chassis, isn't it? So that's what those drivers have been trying to avoid ever since the start of the weekend. But different racing lines that we've seen coming into play. And look at the pace that Aaron Garcia has been able to pull out. Can he actually make his bait into the chicane? It's quite difficult to really going through to find the proper gap to dive through the inside of that chicane. The outside is much more interesting if you're being able to carry the momentum you need on that very long turn number 1. This is the penultimate lap, ladies and gentlemen, and not a lot of time remaining for Aaron Garcia. If he doesn't pass Perez Sanchez, his hopes for... And there he goes! There he goes, the move is made! It was beautifully made indeed, and there's a fight back from Perez Sanchez, sorry. And the Spaniard driver who takes the position back in 2nd in turn number 10. That's going to be very tight between the 2. Leo Robinson is having none of it, leading the way, trying to win this one. He should have had 3 wins in total with this one if he makes it to the checkered flag, because there's 1 lap remaining after this one, but he has only 1 after his penalty. And he does the job that he needs to do. Into the chicane, good momentum carried on. Let's see if Aaron Garcia has the speed until the end. And he's gesturing to Perez Sanchez, who's shutting the door way before the turning point of the first corner. Into the chicane, trying to avoid the curb once again. Aaron Garcia is being relentless on Perez Sanchez at the moment. And the Spaniard is doing his bit. He's going defensive. He knows that he has no more chance at this point to catch up with Leo Robinson. This is way too late. So what he needs to do is to protect his 2nd position. He's not within the top 8, but he's still doing his race. Aaron Garcia might be thinking, mate, I have the pole position in hand, and you preventing that from happening. You actually stuck me in a place I don't want to, but that's not how it goes, isn't it? Watch out on the outside with the throttle down to the floor, onto the chicane. Let's see behind, and Perez Sanchez might actually stay in 2nd. Behind this young man, victorious on track once again. Leo Robinson crosses the line for the 3rd time as victor, but it's only its 2nd win for the Fijian Motorsport driver. 2nd place for Sandro Perez Sanchez. 3rd place for Aaron Garcia. Daniel Dalakian is 4th. 5th place for Elouane Bien-Aimé. Marc Granada Ferrero is 6th. From Bas Verdold, Raul Martinez, Enrique Mura de Oliveira, and Hugo Latorre Vega in 10th place. 11th position for Hugo Marti. Marius Barryberg is 12. Jan Peral is 13, followed by Sacha Van Padbosch, Natalia Granada Ferrero, Malus Riba, Thomas Gomez, Rins Vos, Harry Dull, Andra Dup, and we didn't have Colin Cronin, the Irish driver, with us this race. Beautiful battle and a beautiful win for Leo Robinson at the end of this race, managing his 2nd win, his 3rd on track, his 2nd on paper for the young driver of Fusion Motorsport. Drivers making their way back to the pit lane, as we're going to have another short break as the classification appears. Robinson, Sanchez, Perez Sanchez, and Aaron Garcia, with 3 drivers from Spain within the top 4. As it stands, as this was the penultimate race in the junior category, we have 1 more just after, opposing the Group B and D. As it stands, Aaron Garcia is still your provisional leader all in all, with 3 points on equal score as Hugo Martinello. Hugo Martinello will start in pole position in the race coming in, but Leo Robinson did what he needed to. He has 4 points at the moment, and unless